Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Snooker 19 Pro Career with Neil Robertson, and today it is time for part 62 of Season 4 and the second part of our quarter-final clash in the D88.com German Masters between ourselves and the Hawk, Barry Hawkins. The best of 9, and in the previous episode we played the opening 4 frames and we are at loggerheads at 2 frames apiece, level at 2 frames apiece. And the first player to win 5, so the first player in this session to get to 3 frames, will go through to the last 4. Now, a bit of a scrappy session, the last one, really. We could have been 4-0 up. We started very well, went 2-0 up, and then we started flagging. And we didn't play well at all. We were either very good or very shoddy. But I thought, well, you know what? Actually, if we play brilliantly all the time, then it's boring for you guys. So, there's just no advantage to that. If we play brilliantly all the time, then we're going to win 5-0. So, makes it very boring for the viewer. That's not really an excuse, though, for some of the shots we have played recently. And we're starting off frame number 5. A bit of an awkward safety here. Trying to swerve our way out, and we can't. Hit that a little bit too soft, so we didn't hit anything there. We gave away a few points.
Really annoying.
And Barry Hawkins is going to come straight back to the table. He got us in a good position there. Really struggled to get out of that. And clearly he didn't think anything of trying to put us back in any significant danger again. But this is already the furthest we've been in the German Masters, to the quarterfinals. So to get to the semis would be a brilliant achievement. And he's just brought the red off the cushion, and that's going to turn out to be an unwise decision, at least for the moment, because he's left us a chance.
Tricky pot coming up.
And it's there. We like our long pots. Position was always going to be a bit awkward from there. But if we play this well, there is a red at least to the middle after this. So pink's there. There's also the red to the black pocket, and typical that it's been nice and peaceful all day. The minute I sit down to record, would you believe it, there's a motorbike starting out there. Yes, I agree. Put your motorbike on silent. But this is a decent chance to start frame number 5. The pink's now off its spot because the reds are too close to it. You just can't believe it, can you? My luck recently. I recorded yesterday and got a ridiculous noise from something. I can't remember what it was. Some gardening going on outside anyway. And today, somebody trying to start the motorbike out there, which is brilliant. We're going to have to go into the reds though here if we want to keep this break going. So that's what we're going to try and do. Try and play the positive shot. And end up in the pocket going in off.
Neil Robertson.
I'm going to shut the window here. Even though it is quite warm, so I'd like the window open.
So this pot into the right corner.
Hopefully that'll muffle some of the sound. But Barry Hawkins did have a chance there. Had a half chance from the reds that we left from our in-off and just missed the long red. So we get a second chance at this. This as soft as we can afford to, because these middle pockets aren't very forgiving. But a good shot. Very good pot.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
So, we got half a chance at making a break.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Didn't really foresee hitting the yellow at that sort of angle. Thought it might have been thin, but no, that didn't happen at all for us. So We've actually left ourselves a really awkward safety here. Let's play quite thick off the pack, I think, and get back up to bulk. That's not a bad effort at all. That is not a bad effort at all from there. We are going to leave one on, a half chance. But from where we were, that's not a bad effort to get ourselves safe.
No more than half a chance here.
But he's going for this one down the cushion, which he's a mile off from.
Really
and is he
close.
going to leave anything
Not
on?
quite close enough.
Nothing easy. This red should be potable though. And it's there. So this is now the third chance at starting a break.
One.
But it's proven very difficult at the moment. Knock the yellow in and see where we are. Down and up behind the green. That's exactly where we're going to end up. Would you Adam and Eve it?
3.
Would you Adam and Eve it? Just a safety then here. It's got to be, isn't it? But I really don't see how we keep the cue ball safe, to be honest.
He's playing the pot here.
I wish we were. Come on, cue ball. No, nowhere near. I didn't know how on earth we got the cue ball safe there. It's just been a torrid frame so far, despite coming into this with a better mentality and not being so stupid as we did in the last session. We've just had nothing go for us yet at all.
6.
But I'll tell you what, Barry Hawkins isn't doing much better. He's missed a few pots so far. And you would therefore suggest that with this red, we give ourselves our 4th chance to make something happen in this frame. And this might just be our best yet. Let's play with a bit of side there to get onto the red. I can't believe that bloody bike outside. Obviously trying to do a Marc Marquez.
9.
Right, I think we've got to split the reds up now.
Playing this with a lot of
Been a very low scoring frame because there haven't been many reds and colours combined. And of course, Barry Hawkins has got 8 points from our fouls going in off, and
16.
that's foul from the first shot.
Just wants this pot to.
And in fairness, he's had a few chances, so Barry Hawkins not really at the races so far this frame,
17.
which makes it even more imperative to take this chance and take the lead back in this this match. And then maybe develop a bit of a lead, who knows, go 4-2 up. Just need to focus on one in this frame though first.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
It's the most important thing.
That's a great pot.
He's playing very well here.
23.
Didn't quite play that as I wanted, so go for the blue.
This will be a real test of his cueing. He's on a real roll here. Great strike.
Needs to play that with some side to get onto the next red. Because the angle wasn't really there. We'd gone for the black originally and just underhit the shot. That's why we weren't on the black. And we are really going all around the houses so far. But if it's enough to secure the frame, I won't complain.
35.
So we lead by 43. 57 on. We've left ourselves a tough red here. Need to play some element of safety involved.
To the left corner.
But it's okay. It's in the middle of the pocket. So there's 51 on. I think we lead by 44 if I'm correct.
A little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
36.
Lead by 44. So let's pot the brown. Because it's the best ball to pot to get position on the red. This comes past the green. Just need to pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Don't really want it to be a cut back. And it's ended up okay. And pot this. And we are favourites to get our lead back. And it's there. Good pot. So a strange first frame. Very scrappy, but albeit we've took the initiative in the end.
41.
And this has been a half decent break in the end.
Looking to play this softly.
$49.
As with any new session, I don't see the harm of sticking at the table and trying to clear the balls up, but we're not going to, because we've missed the blue there. Hopefully we don't do that in any crucial shot. But that wasn't a crucial shot. The frame is won, and we take our lead back. It's 3-2. Time to break off for frame number 6. Big frame this. I mention it time and time again in these second sessions. Win this frame, and it's a long way back for Hawkins. Hawkins wins this, and it's absolutely game on. We've gone to a lot of deciders recently. Would be nice to win a match comfortably, it's fair to say, but we're not going to rush to do anything just for the case of winning the match in a comfortable manner. However, this is a good chance. I'm willing to take this on, and it's there. And that opens things up slightly. Had to play that with power. No good playing that sort of shot and not committing to it, because then you live and die by your decisions, and if it goes wrong, then it goes wrong. But there's no point playing that just to be safe, if you like.
This is tough.
Tough shot this. The green's there. It's fine. Didn't really have angle on the yellow, especially to play positional shot. Anyway, the yellow was the easiest shot from a potting point of view, but from a positional point of view, it wasn't great at all.
No issues there.
But we've opened them up nicely. This is a setup that we quite like just attacking the balls, and we are very good at, when we get into our mojo at least, getting a frame and break together from this sort of opportunity.
10.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Just need to make sure we don't do anything daft, and we can muscle up a decent break.
What a wonderful
Even if it's
pot.
not a frame winning one. Left ourselves a little bit more awkward than I'd have liked on the black, because we underhit that shot.
No real problem here.
We've overhit that one now. Anywhere between the two would be nice, but it's absolutely fine in the end, to be honest. Now I hope we got the angle for the next red. But if you can get in the black area and start knocking the reds off one by one, it's almost like Wonderland for a snooker player. Just in their element.
34.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
$35.
And the beauty with these frames, if it is to end like this, is that your opponent doesn't get a chance. And those are, I know it sounds a bit obvious to say, but those are the easiest frames to win. Because there's no safety you can put at you. The only person that can stop them winning the frame is yourself. And as I'm sure you've all seen throughout this series, I've tried to do that plenty of times.
$50.
I think we do need a split shot though after this, because we're not going to get on anything else just by playing round. So we need to
51.
split the reds up, put one in a potable position. See how we get on. How's the split? Well, where's the chance? It's not massive. This red probably a bit easier than maybe I first envisaged, but it's not a brilliant split. A few awkward shots to play initially here. We did our best to miss that, but luckily at the slow pace it was at, it just went in. And it's amazing, if you go back to the last two frames of the last session, you'll be going, how on earth can I play like this? And then drop down to that level. And that's the key for us doing well in this season. Keeping up this way of playing. Because when we get in the balls,
67.
we're as good as anybody.
This is a critical shot here.
And just like that, with a flick of a finger almost, we've won the frame. And this could be a brilliant clearance if we can make it. Looking really confident, and a lot of work to do for Barry Hawkins now. He needs 3 out of 3. We just need 1. But getting over the winning line can be tricky, as we've experienced in the past.
82.
Pace is key.
But we're looking good here. You just know when you're in a rhythm, and we're certainly in that. Albeit it was a well set up frame for us to go and win, given the split we had early on. But even so, we still had to pop the balls, still had to get the position.
90.
If the table's not running for you, that position can get so hard very easily.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
91.
But this should at least be a century, if not a full clearance. Looking pretty good though here.
96.
But we did this for 2 frames in the previous session, and then played nothing like it after that. So we, it's definitely not all over yet. For those of you thinking, well, he only needs 1 in 3. It's a blast. Trust me, I needed 1 in 9 against O'Sullivan. Or something ridiculous like that, and we couldn't do that. So, I won't count your chickens just yet. And that is the century right there, albeit played a few more of the lower value colours towards the end of that.
102.
But, at this stage, not too bothered about that.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Would have hit that one though, so I think that might be end of break.
105.
Not quite the angle to play the double, but it doesn't matter. A very good break there, century break. Hawkins didn't have a chance. And with 105 break, we win another frame, 2 frames in 20 minutes, and we're 1 away from the German Masters semi-final.
Neil Robertson.
And now the frame is his.
So Bazza with a bit of work to do to stay in this match and the tournament. But a good shot there. Leaves one hanging out.
He's attempting to get the white tight on the cushion.
Right, for this safety, he's well paced. The green should cover that red that's on. But there is another one by the pink. And that's exactly the one I'm talking about. But that is way off. That is way off. And where's the pink ball going? Oh, he's okay. But a really bad start to fry number 7 for Barry Hawkins. And this is a decent chance.
He's tempted by this red.
Playing for an element of safety, getting the cue ball up to the bulk.
Close.
And we mucked that one up. Close, but not quite. And although we did play that with some element of safety, we've got it okay. He mustn't have been able to see that's the middle pocket. I can only think he mustn't have done. No, he can't. Unless we play with some side, which is a risk in itself.
Who would have
But it's
predicted
there.
that? Truly remarkable shot.
That's not a bad shot, is it? Eerily close to putting that pink in.
1.
That's just the difference of the table running for you. I did think that. I thought, oh, God. Is the pink ball going to go here? But then I thought, no, the crowd are clapping. They're wise to it. They're wise to that sort of thing. And this now, a good chance
8.
to finish Hawkins off. And get through this fairly comfortably.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
And how's the split?
That's not the best split.
It's not great, is it? It's not
50.
great. It's not great at all, to be honest. Believe it's win-win this, really. If we pot it, we're on the black. If we don't, then we don't leave too much on. That's a cracking pot. Oh, we just played it a bit too hard.
Full result, but it could have been
Just a
worse.
bit too hard. So I'm left with one shot, really, and that's just to put the cue ball in behind the black.
Nicely done.
Pretty much
Robertson.
impossible to play anything else there. And he nudges, makes sure he hits a red. But that isn't really going to be good enough there. And it's almost role reversal from the end of the last session, whereby we were missing everything and making some terrible mistakes. But I don't think he's potted a ball in this
Well,
session, has he?
close. Half a chance here.
No, he has, sorry. He's potted the odd one, but a few of those long reds he's gone for have been, well, absolutely way off.
Fabulous pot.
He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
He has lost the cue ball a touch. You're not wrong.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Bit of fortune at where that one
What a fabulous pot that is.
lay, though. That red is pretty much straight, so we could stay in a good position for the next ball. And although I said don't count your chickens just yet, this is now a very good chance. As I've said before, though, we can easily muck it up.
Fifteen. $16.
But it's just all about rhythm this game. Rhythm and confidence. And now rhythm is not a dancer in this game.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. That's a beauty.
21.
So it'd be nice to get reacquainted with the black ball. That's for sure.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner
If
pocket.
the top spin goes as I anticipate it will, And it goes pretty well.
Goes.
That's ended up
Cueing there.
pretty much exactly where I wanted it.
22.
No complaints of any nature there.
$29.
And every red we pop, every colour, it's one closer to the semi-final.
Nicely onto the black.
We are nicely onto the black, I agree, but the next position's a bit more awkward.
$37.
Bit of a leap of faith with this shot, wouldn't it? So I think we have to duck out and play safe. Although playing safe here is not as easy as it looks. The aim is to try and get the cue ball fairly close to the black, but if not, at least near to the cushion. And we've not done a bad job there. Alright, it's not perfect,
Neil Robertson, 37.
but he's missed the red to the middle pocket. Don't know if he was going for that or just trying to play a bit of a safety double. But I think the position we're in, we can probably afford to go for a cheeky half chance. Just about misses. That was close. That was close. Didn't get the look. We're going to get a bit of fortune with the brown. We are. And the way this table is set, I don't think this can stay safe particularly long. And I was right, because this red does go.
Not an easy one.
And this one, I think, would be a big unlock of the door almost to get this match over and done with and over the line.
Very nicely.
1.
And there's now 5 reds left. We lead by 61. This red will make it
Just the red required here.
a pretty easy victory in the end.
Well, an excellent pot.
That should effectively remove any idea.
Right, it's all been very close in the last few
9.
matches, and it was in the first session. I thought we were really due a reboot almost of that match against Mark Allen, which hasn't come into fruition in this session though.
Brilliant pot.
Barry Hawkins just not on his game.
13.
Struggled to do anything, to be honest. Which is a shame. I do enjoy a good match.
The right corner.
However, you know, after some of the real tight deciders we've had recently, it won't do any harm just to let us breathe a little bit. And obviously we're not on for any sort of century here, so not too bothered about playing on massively. But it's a short video today, so I'll treat you to some excellent snooker, aka some pretty bog standard play, nothing special.
22. $29.
But this will take us to the last 4. Obviously we played against Mark Allen in the last 16. I would guess it's going to be a Higgins, Selby, Williams or a Judd figure. The only other 2 would be Ding or Ronnie. We haven't played Ronnie for a while. I wouldn't mind Ronnie in the semis. Of course, Ronnie now below us in the rankings. That's a scary one.
That's a
Testament
top
to how well
quality
we've
shot.
played
Not easy
recently.
at all.
37.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
He'll be fuming about that.
39.
What's he fuming about? Don't get what he's fuming about, Folds. Please enlighten me.
Just the colours remaining.
That's what I was fuming about. I knew it was a tricky position, but I wanted to look good by potting that. But albeit we miss it, doesn't matter an inch, because in the end,
Brent conceded frame.
We win 3 consecutive frames in that second session, and we're past Barry Hawkins and into the last 4 of yet another event, and this time it's the German Masters. Let's see then who we get in the semi-final. You can see we really outclassed him in the end. He only got 150 points, and in those 3 frames there was only 1 player in it, and that is the winner. So who are we going to be playing in Friday's episode? Let's find out right about now. Mark Selby. Well, it doesn't get much tougher than that. Rank number 1 in the semi-final for a place in the final of the German Masters. Of course, we'll play the first 4 frames as usual in Friday's episode before playing a potential 7 frames in Monday's Decider. And then, of course, throughout next week, if we are to get there, we'll play the final. But it's a bit of a shorter episode today, but at least it's good news rather than we've been walloped. But hopefully you enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. Comment as well your thoughts and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. Thank you very much for your company today, folks. I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.